Good morning. Thanks for joining me out here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Dean Jones. I'm on day 2 of an S2 chassis Super C walkthrough. I did a Valencia yesterday. Today we're going to do a Grand Star from Newmar. They finally showed up to the party. This is a 3444 floor plan on the S2 chassis. Really nice compact Super C. Your length over here is 34 feet 10 inches. So you're under 35 feet, you can get in those national parks. This one is featured in the Rutledge graphics, as you see. A lot of maroons, whites, blacks, and kind of this nice pewter gold color. Really, really attractive, nice paint job. They're gonna see you coming in the campground. It's really gonna make a statement. We'll just start with the chassis. Again, it's an S2 chassis. Underneath here, we do have a 6.7 turbo Cummins in here. It's a 360 horse turbo diesel, 800 pound-feet of torque. Real easy to get to with all Super Cs. We got plenty of access to our air filters, our fluids, any kind of maintenance we might want to do. Here's our windshield wiper fluid. We do have breakaway Freightliner bumpers on there. We just don't want this bumper ending up in this tire in an event you hit something on the road. So very nice safety feature there. On the other side here we have power steering fluid, fuel filter, water separator. Oil filter is real easy to get to. As you see that nice beautiful orange-red Cummins motor, you know exactly what you're looking at there. But yeah, just really good access, super safe, really easy to tow these Super Cs, really easy to work on. See, beautiful front end. We do have recovery hooks on this guy. We also have real nice high visibility headlights, and we also have blind spot cameras on both sides. Yesterday's model, they had them up here, but Newmar has them over here, so you really get a better, closer shot to what's going on in your blind spot. Good shot of the passenger side of the cab. Freightliner, they do really nice anti-slip treads going up into the cab. We got great handles up here. This one isn't supplied with the mat like yesterday, but it does have a nice vinyl mat and really comfortable air seats in here. Nice visibility here. We got our equalizer here. We'll go into some of that when we get inside, but really easy in and out on this guy. Over here we also have our entertainment system. This has been supplied with a Samsung Smart TV with the sound bar. We also have a 110 with some USBs here if you want to charge some stuff while you're outside tailgating. We do have a 15-foot awning up here. It does have the side arms, but again, it's the lower end of the Super Cs and the Newmars. They're trying to be affordable, but you have a beautiful, nice LED light strip that you can kind of point in different directions. We have it on now. I don't know if you get a look at that. Coming down these storage bays, nice and tall, lit, lots of space there, all upholstered here. That's just nice, going to keep that bay nice for a long time. It's also going to keep stuff from bouncing around in there, making a bunch of noise. We do have slam latches on this guy, but here's your second bay. And you see they kind of went over the rails there, and we got some extra tiles. As you see, this is going to be a real fancy S2 chassis coach. You're going to see inside. It's got tile floors. It's going to have floor heat, some of those great features you don't really get in the lower end Super Cs. 3 mechanical steps, get you real low to the ground so you can get in and out with ease. We also have a nice grab handle here. We do have a nice screen door. We also have storage in these steps. Real deep storage if you want to put gloves, I don't know. But nice little storage there. Beautiful paint, like I said, in the Rutledge graphics. Here we have another storage, again lit. We have 110 right here if we want to plug anything in. The shoes on this guy, 275 80 R22.5s on polished Alcoa rims. Just a really nice look on this coach. Behind that wheel we have a little bit of a tank here. We do have our tank sensors, but we also have a quick drain on that if you need to drain your water in a hurry. Back here you're going to see our battery bank. 6 big AGM batteries, maintenance free, step up from the lead acid, not quite lithium, but we can definitely switch that out here at Transwest. If you're a lithium guy, we could definitely outfit this coach with that, but that's going to do real well, low maintenance. I like the AGMs. Here's our Victron inverter. We do have a little stinger for our hitch. Again, this is all lit. This is supplied with a nice mud flat from Newmar all the way across. This is the back end of the Grand Star. 12,000 pound Gen Y hitch, 7-way controller there, but just a beautiful, nice back cap with a nice window back here. We have our backup camera up top, real high visibility reverse and tail lights, nice and high, so if you can see them over a tow vehicle. Coming around here, we have our gate valve. This is our black tank, I believe, here. Right here we have our power station. Nice 50 amp cord on a reel. It is power, so easy to put away. We have some electric bus stuff here. Transfer switch, and again, this is all lit, so you can get in there at night and see. Right here is where we put our park cable in, and we can feed all that through this little port here, so we can keep this locked if we don't want people in our electrical bay. Over here I have a 8,000 watt quiet diesel generator that feeds off the 100-gallon fuel tank on the S2 chassis, so you could run this boondocking for a lot of days if you fill up before you go to your campsite. Above that you see this little dryer bin. I'm going to show you the dryer in there. Here's our fuel fill for the coach. Over here's our wet bay, real simple. And then here's our other gray tank flush, I believe. Water pump here, so we can actually winterize it real easy. That's what that's for. We do have water filtration, fresh water connection, black sewer rinse. This is how we fill with our valve, and a nice outdoor shower there. Another storage on this side. A little bit of light there. And then our chassis, or this is our Oasis, sorry. This is what really sets this one apart from some of the other S2 chassis. A lot of S2 chassis are going to have a big propane tank. It's going to have, you know, a hot water, like 6-gallon tank or a Truma on demand, and it's going to have a furnace forced air furnace that feeds off propane. This is a hydronic glycol loop. It's going to give you plenty of hot water. It's going to heat the coach real quietly through these registers. It's what we see in the Class A's. And what's nice about the Oasis is it's got 2 electric burners, 1 diesel burner, which is a step up from the Aquahots. Its competitor that has 1 electric burner and 1 electric burner and 1 diesel burner. So we love the Oasis here. The parts are real easy to get if you need them. That's why Newmar uses that particular boiler, basically. Here's our chassis batteries and our hydraulic pump. We do have a smart equalizer leveling system on it, and it's all hydraulic. It's right here. This is where you would fill your glycol for your Oasis, real easy to get to. And we have our 2 cranking batteries for our S2 chassis. DEF fluid here. This is the driver's side. So ignition on the left. If you look in here, we have all our air seats here. We can pump them up or let them down. We have our chassis shut-off switch right there, real accessible. So if we're getting out of the coach, we're putting it away, we can hit that, and it's not going to have any parasitic draw on those batteries in here. So tilt steering, again, just a great access. Easy handlebar up here. You are climbing up into the cab, but real easy to do so. We'll come around this side and look inside here. You also notice that we have tinted frameless windows around the coach. This is a two slide motorhome. The interior in this guy is it's called Arlo Decor. It's also got a Mesa glazed maple suede finish on these cabinets. Just absolutely gorgeous. Let me get a switch around here. You'll notice we have plenty of room to walk through here. It's a mid-bath unit, so we get to our bathroom with these. We get to our refrigerator with these. even our pantry if we want to get a snack without having to open this guy up. So we'll go ahead and open her up here. Some of the dimensions, like I said, it's a 34-foot 10-inch coach. Our overall width is exactly 8 feet. Our height is 12 foot 10 inches. Inside here, I believe it's just under 7 feet, so plenty of headroom in here. We've got our GVWR is 35,200 pounds, and again, it's a 360 horse, 800 pound-feet of torque power plant in here. So coming back here, this is probably where we'll start here. So let me turn the light master on so we can see what we're doing. Just a great little coach, though. As you see, there's tile on the floors. A lot of these type of coaches in the S2 class are going to be vinyl. Like the one I did yesterday, this one's going to have real tile, and underneath that tile is going to be a element that heats the floor, which with that Oasis, with this floor heat, you just can't beat it. That's a big slide there. Makes this room open up real nice. So let me kick these lights on real quick. We got a really nice, easy way to do that. On that panel I'll show you in a minute. Right here we have a king bed. It is more of a Craftmatic because when this all closes up, these are deep slides and they got to kind of make room to connect in the middle. So we've got a nice king bed there. What's nice about this king bed, I'll just show you right off the bat. We've got, you open it up, we've got access to the storage there, and when this is closed, you can open this and get to your access. So there's some storage under the bed. All right, let me see if you can get a shot at it. You can see that back down there. We have 110 on both sides. Here, let me shut off that generator real quick. Give me 1 second. So we have 110 on both sides of the bed. Little storage on both sides. Solid surface Corian countertops on both sides, so you can put your charging stuff there. We also have, in Newmar fashion, which I love, we've got a 110 up here. We've got ports on both sides, so if you use a CPAP or sleeping machine, you can absolutely just plumb that through, have it up here out of the way, and use your devices as you're sleeping. We got a nice upholstered headboard. We got windows that open on both sides. We've got day and night shades. I'll show you on another, well, actually you can get a shot of that. There's your day and night shades. Yeah, just a great sleeping area. We also have a KIB panel up under here, and that's gonna allow you to turn lights on and off without getting out of bed. We also, I showed you that dryer vent. That's for this dryer here, and we have a washer here. So they are 110 stackables. They've just decided to separate them and plumb them apart so they can fit them under here. Real great place to not take up too much space and still have the laundry capability. Smart TV there. We have one of our wardrobes there. It is lit. This is a pillow for the dinette bed. I'll show you that in a minute. We also have another one here. You can also see what's going on in that wardrobe. This is actually our button for our slide, for the bed slide. We got some nice drawers here. Soft close. And we've got all these dresser drawers here. You'll also notice while we're down here, there's not carpet on the slides anymore. They're using this woven fabric. It's really, really nice, real easy to keep clean. Doesn't trap dust like the carpet slides of the past. People are really responding to this well. They really, really like it. So coming up back in the kitchen here, we've got, oh, we do have a way to close that off if we need to. Nice pantry here. Different heights and levels, so we can put our canned goods, our groceries, that sort of thing in there. We do have a refrigerator lock, so this doesn't come open going down the road. Notice a Whirlpool residential refrigerator. We do have an ice maker in there. This is a pretty fully loaded Grand Star. In fact, it's all electric. We have our true induction cooktop. It is portable, all Newmars. We have cutting boards on our little covers there. And when you're not using it, you have all this counter space. Beautiful tile backsplash, that's real ceramic. And we have this really nice Whirlpool convection microwave and an air fryer. So however you cook, you've got those options there. We've got our cabinet here, some paint codes on this door, and some information on the coach, VIN numbers, serial numbers, all that good stuff. Here's your books. We've got some more operators manuals. These are our sink covers. So again, more counter space if you need it, but this really nice single basin, real deep, big kitchen sink, and it's in that dark stainless, which is a real nice touch. We have spray bar there. We've got a window that opens so we can see what's going on as we're cooking. And we have a nice 110 here with USB and USB-C. Underneath here we have our little scrubby drawer. Great big cabinet under here. Great place to put our pots and pans. Access to our plumbing if we need it. Hopefully we don't. And again, you know, little drawers, but they will come in handy. They do suck up nice to these styles, so they're not going to rattle when you go down the road. I drove this across here from our other building, and it's just a real quiet riding, real sound coach. We do have some remotes, great place for utensils. Our touch-up paint, hopefully you don't need that, but it's there if you need it. And some great place for storage. And then of course we have our dishwasher here. So that's the galley. Behind you is our bath. Great little insert. Real tall shower in here. I'm 6'1" and I could be 6'6" and still take a shower in here. And the water's actually over my head, so we like that. Residential fixtures. This is our AquaView Modernizer. With that Oasis, I can cycle my water and get it to temperature without wasting fresh water or filling up my tank. We do have 100 gallons of fresh, 52 gallons of black tank, 52 gallons of gray tank. So plenty of tank storage in here. We've got also cabinet storage. Great little corner cabinet. This is prepped for Starlink. It does not have Starlink, but we can put it in here for you and it'd be nice and easy because it's already ready to go with the roof stuff we need already done. Beautiful kind of chrome vessel sink here. Again, solid surface countertops throughout. Porcelain foot flush Dometic toilet here. Fantastic fan up here. So everything you need. Coming around here, I'll show you this here. This is our kind of brains of the operation. The beautiful part about this is you can actually download an app, pair to this, have this interface on your phone, run a lot of this stuff from your handheld device. But we do have a home screen. Good look at our tanks. We can go through these lights on and off real easy. We have a water pump. These are heated tanks, so you can. This is as 4 season as we can get it. Floor heat here, front, mid, and back. So 3 zones. You can keep them low in the summer and just get a nice little warm feel to your tile. We also have HVAC, 2 zones, living room and bedroom. We can AC. We can just do auto heat pumps for the ACs. We have 2 heat pumps up on top of the roof. And we also have furnace, which is the Oasis, and we also have AC, like I said. So 2 AC burners, 1 diesel. It's just set up really, really nice. And we'll teach you how all that works here at delivery at Transwest. Fantastic fan right over the cameraman's head. That's how you run it there. Nice little coat rack here. You want to come in, just pop these out, hanging your coats when you come in. Like earlier this morning when it was raining, it'd be a great place for a raincoat. We have a slide, this big slide here. This is where we operate it. We have a power management system. Here's our Big Ton energy inverter. We have patio lights, block heater, steps on and off. You can lock these out or in. Battery disconnect, wine guard TV antenna, and we have our awning control here, and we can turn those lights on for our awning. What's also nice about this one, we have a ceiling light all on, all off button right here, and a security light out on the bottom. We have our fire extinguisher and a nice little handle to get it in and out. Coming over here, this is our sleeper dinette. Just push this down, put that pillow that's in there over that washing machine in there, and you got a nice little, I think 4.5, 5 foot bed. Lock this down. We also have windows that louver open. Real nice cross breeze power on both sides of that window. Plenty of countertop space around this dinette. And just a really nice dinette on the campsite, so when we're drinking our coffee in the morning, we can actually look at it on the real estate that we have to sit out there. We're not looking at our neighbor's campsite. So love that when the booth is on the campsite. Over this we have a little more storage. Another Samsung Smart TV. We have our Bose soundbar and some of our electronics there. We can plug into this TV. Also up here we have some HDMIs if we want to put our receiver up out of the way. This is a nice little glass cabinet so our remotes will work. And a little bit of storage up there, but it is deep. Over here we have our theater seats. Really comfortable. They are not power, but they still kick back nice. It's a great view of the TV. And we have some storage here. And it's accented in the solid surface countertops. We also have some 110 and some USBs in there. I don't know if you can see that, but they're in there. Cup holders, just a really nice setup here. Overhead we have more cabinet space, and this is not partitioned, so nice long items up here. It's fine. Here's another look at those. That's our day shade. This is our privacy shade, so we can really get this dark in here if we need to. Maybe we're watching a movie or something. Under cabinet lighting there. Windows do open all the way around, so again, if you need to get some cross breeze, you got that capability. Here's the KIB panel. There's one up underneath the cabinet over the bed, but you really can't get a good shot at it. But just has, you know, just stuff we can do with lights and stuff, so on. We can go home. We can check tanks. We can do HVAC here. We can set up our automatic gen start how we like. Just a really nice panel. Not an analog switch like normal. Little storage there. Then of course our sleeper is really dynamic. I love this sleeper. I think they've done a great job with it. So when it's down, you see nice little full-size bed up here. There's your ladder. We do have our shade is on a motor here. We can close it off, open it up. We do have AC vents up here to keep it cool. We can get privacy with a really nice, easy to use deal there. And we can also, there's one that's kind of up in there. I don't know if I can get this down. Let me see. Yep. So this will actually give you privacy from the world out front, the windshield. So really nice there, and it lifts up on these gas shocks, gets out of the way. Nice upholstery around here. Just love how easy it is to get in and out of the cab. And the cab, let's talk about that. So a real simple cab here. We got our, I'll lower this down. I do have tilt steering. With that, I have the Detroit Assurance package, and that's, oh no, this doesn't have it. This is just the, gotcha, this is just the S2. We can get in here though. Let me get rid of this. There we go. It was raining earlier when I brought this over. There we go. That's on this stock here. We can get our windshield wiper fluid right there. Get a clean windshield there. Over here we have our kind of computer screen here where we can look at tire pressure monitoring. We can set up, you know, we can find out, you know, we can use this here with our mile per hour. We can go up and down. Oops, that's just our volume there. Let me see here. Oh, here's our trip. We can go through here. We can find out, you know, what kind of fuel mileage we get. Just all your basic information on your chassis there. We have our headlights here. Power windows and door locks, power mirrors. We do have our brake here because we only have a drive and reverse. There's no park in here. So this is where you do your gears. You have a nice little engine brake. We can also shift if we need to manually. We have our gen start button. This is our house chassis battery boost. So say you left your lights on and your chassis batteries were a little low. You just hit the house, start it up, and it's gonna jump it like it's like you're jumping a vehicle from vehicle. Over here is our equalizer leveling system. I showed you that hydraulic pump. This is where you run that. One button push auto level, one button push retract. Real easy to go there. And it will let you know, it'll scream at you if your jacks are down. It won't let you go. I mean, it will, but it'll drive you crazy. So you'll know that you forgot to do that. So it's a nice little warning system on that. We do have a nice stereo there. We go home, we have our Sirius XM, Bluetooth, rear camera. You can see what's going on back there. Nice big Sony screen. Real easy to use. We have our traction. We have our fast idle, and you want your fast idle when you want to really warm this up quick and you want to get your air pumped up quick. So that's a great feature there. Footwell lighting, hazards, a real simple, easy entry level Super C chassis. Doesn't get any easier than this. Real comfortable. We do have our captain's things. We just get this on, throw on your cruise control right here, and just go down the road. We also have phone buttons here. We have favorite screen here. If there's a favorite screen, you can program it here. It'll always come straight to it when you hit this button. Just a real simple chassis. Have a little bit of USB there. But that's it for the Grand Star this morning. Stay tuned for Grant. He's going to be doing a little van, I believe. But again, my name is Dean Jones, and if you have any questions about this or any other Super C that we have, feel free to reach out. You can text me, you can call me 720-347-7063, or you can always just email me at dean.jones@transwest.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.